Greetings to you, musical magicians, and welcome to the Waxwing Shorts series. I'm Elliot, let's jump right into it. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to play the chords F major, F minor, and B major and B minor. So these chords are technically outside of the open position, and a lot of beginner guitar players tend to avoid them like the plague. Although they can be a little bit scary at first, once we learn how to do these simple bar shapes, then it opens up the entire guitar neck and a world of new chords are at our fingertips. So our F major chord is based off of our E major shape. This is the E major shape. So in order to make this into an F major chord, we can refinger this using our third, fourth, and second finger in the E shape. And we raise it by 1 fret. Oh, look at that. And then we have a bar on the first fret. Now the bar should be along this edge of the finger, right? Not totally on that side, but just slightly to the side. So we get a more straight part of our finger rather than the part that bends. Okay, so we want to have equal pressure along all of those strings. It's very challenging to get, and it takes a lot of practice. And we need to build up our hand strength in order to get there. However, if this is a little bit challenging right now, fear not, because there are other ways to play F in this position. We can do a more simplified version of this bar chord where we have our first finger laying down across the first and second string on the first fret here. We still want to use the side of that first finger. And then we would have our third finger here on the third fret on the fourth string, and then our second finger here on the second fret on the third string. And we can play the bottom 4 strings. If it's still challenging to get that little half bar here, then we can even just limit this to 3 notes. Okay, all we need to make a triad or a 3-note chord, or any of these chords really, is 3 notes. So here we have F, A, and C. That makes a full F chord. So if we put our first finger down on this first fret on the second string, and then we just kind of lightly touch the E string so it's being muted, then we can play the bottom 4 strings. And although we're still getting a little bit of a click sound from that muted string, this is an okay way to play F if we are having trouble with those other positions. How to play F minor. With this F major bar shape, just like the E minor, all we would have to do is remove this second finger, and then we have an F minor shape. This chord will look like the E minor in the open position. Now how to play this a little bit more simply without the full bar? Well, we would still need a bar. And so we have our first finger barring, the first 3 strings now. And then we would have our third finger here on the F note, on the 3rd fret on the 4th string. Now how to play B major. So B major is based off of the A major shape. So this is our A major. Our A major has its root on the open 5th string. So in order to play B major from the A major shape, similar to how we played F, all we need to do is move this shape a certain amount of frets higher. So we move this shape 2 frets higher. So we're playing all on the 4th fret, okay? And then we have our first finger make a bar right here from the 5th string down. So we are excluding the 6th string, just like we did with the A shape. And then we can play the bottom 5 strings. A more simple way to play B that doesn't include that full bar shape would be to keep our fingers like this, and we can just fret this 2nd fret on the 1st string, and we can play the bottom 4 strings. Okay, it's not in root position, so that B is not in the lowest position grounding it, but this is still a nice little workaround. If this is still challenging, we can still leave out this note, and we can play the bottom 3 strings like this. This would be a B major triad. In order to play a B minor chord, it would look just like the A minor chord. So I move this 2 frets higher into that same position, put down our bar, we have our B minor chord, okay? And we can, just like the B major, we can remove our root from this root position, and we can just have our first finger here on the 2nd fret on the 1st string and play the bottom 4 strings. Now the same thing is true if we move this 1 fret higher. We're now playing a C minor chord. 1 fret higher, we're playing a C sharp minor chord. 1 fret higher and we get D minor. Okay, and that would work with the full bar as well. Then we have that bassy tone included. Now that same thing is true for the E-shaped chords as well. So here we have F major, and we have F sharp major, and we have G major, G sharp major, A major, and so on and so on. The same thing would be true for that smaller half bar shape of F. This is F sharp major, G major, G minor, A flat major, A major, A minor. Okay, that's it for how to play these scary chords F and B. I hope that helped out. And if you're still having trouble with it, just keep at it and keep practicing and keep moving your fingers around and stay diligent, and you will eventually get it. And we'll build up that hand strength right here in that thumb, and it will be no problem. And then the whole world of the guitar neck opens up to us. All right, that's it for now. If you liked the video, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. If you want to learn from me directly, go to waxwingmusicstudio.com or shoot me an email at wax.wing.musicstudio@gmail.com for further information. Keep an eye open for some of my future mega courses coming out later this year in 2021, like my creative improvisation course and my course on composition. All right, that's it for now, and I'll see you next time.